So we would like to find the area between the graphs of these two functions, right? Okay, so I mean, you can find the points of intersection algebraically, which you can very easily do. So how would you do that? You would just solve this equation, okay, just by factoring it, right? Okay, I'm just using calculator right now. Okay, so they intersect at x equals -1 and -1 and x equals 4, right? So now if you look at, it's always a good idea to look at the graphs of these, and you know, these are the standard ones. You can do graph even without a calculator, okay, or you always have your calculator with you. So if I look at this graph, I have to obtain which area? The area between this and this, right? Makes sense? Okay.
From here and here, right?
Right, from here up to here. Let me just embolden it and show you again. Right. So in other words, what we have to do is we simply have to find what? This area right here, right? Okay. So when we are finding that, yes. Oh, thanks a lot. Thank you. Okay. So here we go. So this is the area that we are finding, right? So now when you look at this, what you have here is that you are just going to add up these areas under these little rectangles, enclosed by these rectangles, right? So the width is delta x, right? Am I making sense? And the altitude is what? The y coordinate here minus the y coordinate here, right? And it varies from where to where? X equals -1 to x equals how much? 4, right? Okay. So when you are setting it up, what you will have? You will go ahead and then what was my lower limit? -1, right? So it's always good to, okay, and the upper limit is, what was that? 4, right?
When we're solving for y, we use x value as the upper and lower limit.
Right, exactly. If
Sometimes it's easier to solve from x value, so we
Right.
use y coordinates, y value.
Exactly. We will do one like this. Okay. Very good, very good. So you can see this, you know, when you had the graph, that the values on the line are like higher than the values on the parabola. So I'll write the line first, right? Okay. And then what we have? Minus, what was the parabola? X square minus 2x, right? And this should be, this just like, you know, then simple algebra and using the power rule. And if you are in a hurry, you could use your calculator.
Yeah, I want to roll those things.
Yeah, right. Okay. So you don't have to, yeah, right. Let's just do it together. Okay. So just go to y equals. Okay. Let's erase this. Okay. So first, what am I writing?
X plus 4.
Let's just write the whole thing here the way it is, right? Yeah. So I'm writing, say, x plus what? 4 minus, then what? X square, right? Minus 2x, right? Makes sense? Okay. And then we go to this calculate feature. All right, what do we want? We want this definite integral, right? Don't we? So hit that, right? Okay. And okay. It showed us a parabola here completely, because we are just looking at the difference of these two, right? It'll show me a parabola there, right? So I want the yeah. I want the area from -1 to 4 then, don't I, right? That's what the evaluation of this integral will be. So who is my lower limit then? -1. My upper limit is 4, and it should give me the same value, right? 125 over 6 is, just about all that, right? Makes sense?
Can you repeat that step, please? So
Sure.
how you? It's
So
easy
see.
to calculate using the calculator.
So let's see.
I understand those parts. Just when how you.
I went to this calculate.
Second cal. Okay.
Then I went to integrate. All right.
7 number.
Okay. So then it asked me for the lower limit, right? I said it's -1, right? Okay. Then it asked me for the upper limit. I said 4. Okay. And then it gave me the value, right? Makes sense?
So -1 and 4 is the intersection point too, right?
They're the points of intersection of those two curves originally.
So,
right.
So when the equation is little complicated, if we cannot solve, so can we find the intersection point here on calculator?
Yeah, you can, right? For example, say, so you want to find intersection of 2 points, right?
Yeah, in the
Okay.
same, I mean.
Yeah, let's look at these guys. Say I got x plus what? 4, right? Then I have x square minus who? 2x, right? Makes sense? Now I want the point of intersection of these.
Second trace.
Right. Yeah, which takes us to calculate, right?
Okay, then
So 5, right?
Enter.
Okay, so it shows us this. It'll take us to the, okay. So it says first curve is this, yes. Then it says second curve is that, right? Okay.
First curve 0, second curve also 0.
No, not 0. It shows you the equation there. See this here?
Okay,
And then do this. This intersection is how much? X equals
-1.
negative
How can I get there? Oh, I have to move the cursor.
Oh no. Okay. Let's do it over again. Okay. See this here? I had these entered, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then
Second trace.
it's right. Then I got this, right?
Mhm.
This is my first curve. I would have to say enter.
Second
Right.
curve.
Enter. Then for a guess value, if it's choosing anything near that, just try that, and you get that that's -1. And for the second one, let's enlarge the window a little bit because it's not fitting in here. So we will go ahead and make the Y window say bigger, right? So say we made it as 10, right? Let's see if it fits in here now. And sure enough it does, right? So now we have to do the other one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we go there, and then of course,
We have to take those cursors to another.
right, because we want it there, right? Okay, exactly.
Then
Okay, enter. Okay, so then says second curve, enter, and then when we start here, hopefully it will lead us where? There. Yes.
I have a cursor right here.
So now we want to find the area between the graphs of who? X equals 1 minus y square, right? Okay. And the other graph is what? X equals y square minus 1, right? Makes sense? Okay, see this here? So y square equals x is a parabola, which opens to the right, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and this one will open to the left. So let me graph these guys. Okay. All right. So, excuse me. Okay, and then I'll put 1 minus. So here is the graph, right? Okay, let's zoom in here into the portion right here. Okay, this one didn't come out that nice, so let me just get, I'm just playing with this. Okay, now it will be smoother. Okay.
I'm sorry.
And it's okay. It's okay. I mean, do you need napkin or something?
No, it's okay.
Are you sure? Okay. So here you go. So this time you, oops, sorry. You need this area, right? Makes sense? And here you can see that, so in this case it'll be easier if we looked at the areas like this, right? Makes sense? Okay, and as we saw that the functions are
So how we plug in those value here again? Because before we plug in y1 and y2. Now it's something like x1 and x2. So how can we do here?
in there you just have to work with like treating x as y and y as x. So when you just change everything, the value will come out to be the same, okay? Because that's not going to do implicit graphs for you. Okay.
So even though it's x equal to y square minus 1 and 1 minus y square, I have to act
right,
like
exactly, and treat that in that fashion. Okay, so now here it goes from x goes from negative 1 to positive 1, right? Doesn't it, right? And and y goes from negative 1 to positive 1 as well, right? So what you have to do here is this. If you look at this area, right? So what happens? The altitude is delta y, right? So I'll integrate from y equals negative 1 to y equals positive 1, right? And then the length is how much? I take the right point for 1 minus y square, right? Minus this quantity, right? So we go simply as what? So we simply go as negative 1 to 1, right? So what we had first, 1 minus y square, right? Then minus y, and this time what do I write? dy, right? Makes sense? And then you can be, it'll be just simple power rule application, right? Makes sense? So what we want to do is this here, look right here. Okay, so I'm going to post it for you, so don't worry about writing down. I'll post it even as we talk, okay? So to solve the above system, okay, by using say TI-83, right? Makes sense? Okay. So first we will do what? We will create an augmented matrix, okay? Makes sense? Okay. So let me, and that will be created according to the equation. So see this here? So here coefficient of A is 1, isn't it, in the first equation? Coefficient of B is 0, right? C is 1, D is 1, and right hand side is how much? Simply 2, right? Makes sense? So actually, so this is called an augmented matrix, right? Makes sense? Okay. So now what you will do is, come on, when you pull up your graphing calculator, okay, so where are you? Here it is. Okay. So when you pull up your graphing calculator, okay, so now we want to enter a matrix here, right? Here we go. So we want a matrix here, right? So we do this. Second matrix. Now we want to edit this matrix.
This is 4 by 4.
This is 4 by 5 actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3,
4
4.
row, 5 column.
Yes, sir. Okay. So we go like this, right?
How
So
did you do? I didn't get it.
okay, we did this. We went to second matrix.
Okay.
Then we are going to go ahead and edit it.
Edit. Okay.
Yeah, so that we can put new values, right? So I still
Edit. How did you get the second trace?
no, I just used this this key here. Okay,
You jump to edit.
right. Let me show you again. Second matrix, right? Okay, this takes me there. Okay, see this here? Yeah, right, exactly. Edit. All right.
Enter.
Okay, no, I have to place 5 here, right? So 5. Okay. Then we enter, right?
Now enter all the
And then enter all the values, right? Okay, 0. Okay, then who is next? 1, 1, 2, 0, 1, 1. Okay, this is negative 1. No, sorry. Do we get negative 1 here? No, this is negative, right? 1 second. Yeah, here it is. Should give me a negative, right? Negative 1, right? Okay, and then who is the next one?
negative 1033.
Right. Okay, I think I messed up here, right? 0, 1, 1, negative 1, and the last one is 1, right? Oh no, excuse me, I think I made a mistake. Just a second. Okay, here I should have had 0, right?
Yeah.
0,
1.
1, negative 1, and then 1. Very good. And so, and then I got negative 1, right? 0, 3, negative 2, right? Then I got 0, negative 1, 3, negative 3, negative 9, right? Okay, and I just discovered that the value here is the top row is entered incorrectly, because here there is a 1, right? I should have a 2, so we have to fix that. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see this here. So we will have 2 here.
Entire row
Is it wrong? Right, exactly.
Then
Right.
1, 0,
So it should be 1, 0, 1.
Now we go.
Now we got 2, right? Okay. So now we quit. This is my matrix A now. All right.
Second and quit.
Right. Now we go back to matrix. All right. Now we want to do math with it. Okay. So what we are going to do now is we are going to do what is called row reduced echelon form. Okay, which is called RREF, row reduced echelon form. Okay, so we press that. Okay, then we will obtain our matrix again. Who is that? A, right? Makes sense? So say I want row reduced echelon form of that, right? So when you enter, then it will give you the same answers. All right?
So this is something we cannot calculate by hand. We have to use.
You can, why